I'm in the process of doing a whole bunch of laser printing and stuff for my new shop, and it's a really important point that I'm pointing out here is that I'm going to try not to. This is the second time, third time I've filmed this. I did a lot of swearing in the last one, so I'm going to try not to do that. Alright, here we go. I just got a comment on my other channel, and before I get into this, I just don't, for the love of fucking God, no one go on the bandwagon of ignore the trolls, ignore the haters. It's not about that. I need you to ignore that part and the instinct to write comments about that and just listen to what I have to say. I got a comment on the other channel saying, this is really boring, it's just a repeat even though it's a new video, it's just the same old stuff. Yes, it is. I've made 860 videos on just the Vo-Gus prospecting channel on gold prospecting. I have made a video a day on Facebook for 7 years. That's thousands of videos just on Facebook. So I've done it all. I've been overseas. I have done everything from sniping, trommels, high bankers, river sluices, gold panning, traditional pans, old pans, new pans, making my own equipment, crevicing, metal detecting, dry washing, ore crushers, exploring abandoned mines, using chemical extraction, making things out of the gold, blah, 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 blah. I've done everything. I've done it all. I've done every single thing. And for the last 2-ish years, I've really been considering walking away from Vo-Gus prospecting. It's been quite a drag to keep going on with doing this. I'm not going to do that because there are, at least at the moment, I'm not going to do that. There are many things that I thoroughly enjoy about making videos. I love making videos, right? But when you've made the same video on repeat for years, even when you're trying new things, like I can make a metal detecting video in exactly the same way I can make a panning video. Like the formula is the same. And it just becomes tedious. And it's not just the tedium. I have to get this, I have to make you guys understand this part. I'm not complaining about my job. I love my job. I am one of the very fortunate people who has made a proper living on a social media platform. That's a rare thing. And it's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my entire life. And I wouldn't trade those experiences for the world. But there comes a time when things have to change. I can't, some people can, but I can't do the same thing on repeat. I can't do it. I can't. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for your development. It's not good for the way that I want to live my life. That's why I'm setting up these other businesses, right? I'm setting up businesses that mean something to me now. Vo-Gus prospecting means the world to me. I've had the great fortune for it to not only change my life for the better and teach me things that I never would have learned or would have taken me considerably longer to learn, right? For my mental health, my physical health, the knowledge that I've gained, the friendships that I've made. It was like life on hyperdrive for a long time. I wouldn't exchange that for the world, but I'm also aware that I have changed so much in the time that I'm doing this that it is time for something new. So I want to make videos on Vo-Gus prospecting that mean something to me, right? I don't want to just make another panning video. When I started, I started my channel before Pioneer Paulie, right? And I helped Pioneer Paulie set up his channel and get going, and then his amazing video editing skills and whatnot launched his channel. They are what made his channel work so well, was his amazing editing, right? But I was there right at the start when he only had 200 subscribers and I had like 1,000 or something. And I helped him get to 1,000 followers and got his channel monetized. And in the same time that, you know, he's gone on and produced about a little under 200 videos, I've produced 860. I've produced 860 full-length videos on YouTube. So you know, he's expressed the same sort of thing as well, that it's tedious making just another panning video, because it is the same. It doesn't matter if you're in a new environment, a new country, using new gear, you're just making a panning video, right? It's the same thing. And as a creative person who wants to make interesting videos, when you've made 860 of them, it gets very boring. So I want to do things like strap a GoPro to my head, and I want to show people what it's really like, and I want to bring in some ASMR, and I want to talk you through my thought processes and show you what it's really like. But there are people out there who just don't understand how much is involved in this job. Again, not a complaint, but you don't actually know. When I started, I started when the original started. So like Gary Two Toes, Dan Hurd, Pioneer Paulie, Andrew from Adventure Gold, myself, Jeff Williams. You know, there were a few people in the space making gold prospecting videos, only a few. And we were lucky to be the pioneers of it. Now, everyone makes videos on gold prospecting within the gold prospecting community. Some of them are fantastic channels, wealth of knowledge, entertainment, funny as shit, really good quality content, right? But there are hundreds of channels like that. So that market share is suddenly smaller, right? So it's harder to make a sort of a impact in the space. I bring that up because, you know, back when I first started and the channel started taking off, what was missing was education. That's what my channel focuses on. Now there's an abundance of education. And so it doesn't have the same impact. You can see it. Like you look at something like Paulie's videos, which are quite entertaining and they're really funny and they're super well put together and they're paced really nicely and they visually look stunning. And he'll get hundreds of thousands of views on his videos, even when he only had like 100,000 followers or 50,000 followers. He was getting hundreds of thousands of views. I'm lucky if I can get 20,000 views, and I think it's partly because of my filming style and the way that I talk. It's education. I am always educating as opposed to entertaining. There is a little bit of entertainment value in my content, but it's mostly education. Nothing wrong with that at all, but that's the space that I fall into, and traditionally speaking, education doesn't do as well as entertainment. I bring that up because it's like, if you look at the fact that I've made 4 times the amount of videos that Paulie has, 4 times the amount of videos, and I've got less than a quarter of the views. And so what I'm saying is, for me to make a living on YouTube, I have to work really hard and diligently, and people don't understand that the background to working hard and diligently at this level is that I am so many more jobs than just like a YouTuber. You are a cameraman, an editor, a producer, a set person, you're a booking agent, you're a lawyer, you're a driver, you're a caterer, an accountant. I could go on with all the tedious little roles that there are to make this work, but it is exhausting. It's exhausting to make a video that you're not guaranteed money for it, right? Like, I'll go out, say a regular 15-minute video, I'll go out, it takes me an entire day to film one, and the travel to get into the goldfields and back, and now diesel's like $2.15 a litre. So it costs a lot of money just to get there. Then there's the wear and tear on your equipment, your food for the day, your water, your licensing, blah, 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 blah. So a video might cost you a few $100s to make doing what I'm doing at this level. And then you come back and you've got 8, 10, 14 hours in front of a computer to edit. So there's another day, at least another day, if you could sit there diligently and work. And then you got to upload it and hope that YouTube distributes it in a way that's profitable. You're not guaranteed, $250 or something per video. You're not guaranteed anything at all. The amount of videos I've had demonetized. Facebook's a perfect example. I have no strikes of any kind on Facebook. No monetization, no policy, no breaches of whatever, nothing. And I got demonetized on that platform. And that is thousands of videos, 500,000 followers with no way of contacting or getting through to Facebook to ask them why the fuck I went from earning money on my videos to earning 2% of what I used to. And so to get a comment that just says it's another thing, it's like, yeah, bro, it is. It's just another video. All I want to do is produce videos means something to me. I'm doing my best here. And there's a lot more to it than you understand as a viewer. It's not to try and degrade you or your opinion, because I understand your opinion. But it's coming at a time where I would happily go and just mow lawns for a living and be done with it, because I can't be bothered. I am really over doing this every day and seeing less and less and less income for the effort that's going in. So I'm not quitting anytime in the near future. I've got ideas, I've got plenty of videos saved on my laptop that I'm currently editing, that I'm currently going through. But you need to be aware that your words have power, and not everything is as it seems. I think people need to... There's a lot of selfishness in the world right now. There's a lot of selfishness in the world. And people seem to have forgotten that they're part of a community. And what makes a strong community is strong relationships between the people within that community. And with everything that's happened over the last few years, it's become incredibly polarizing. So, something to be aware of. Anyway, I'm going to go back and look at what I printed on my laser, and I'll probably put that up on my website later and keep working on these side projects, because apparently I make the same videos all the time with Vo-Gus prospecting, so I might as well spend some time doing something else.